What's up, Trios Tribe? A little late on this one, but bringing you guys another BT17 top 6, I guess 17.5, because it's still post-ban list. We have a Europe-France regional. We had, I think it was, how many players? 109 players, 7 rounds. A lot. The pie chart's looking a lot nicer than the previous video we watched. That one had 9 Imperials. This one is 2 Imperials. But that being said, let's go through some pretenses. EggmanEvents.com. Catch us. We're always putting tournaments stuff up here. Always send us your tournament information if you can. Me, Eggman, Digipanda, anyone on the Eggman Events team will somehow find it in the right direction, and we do it just so we can catalog stuff and have a place for everyone to come. It's nice having one place for everyone to come to. That's about that, and that's about it. It's a nice place to be, for sure. But yeah, just some noticeable stuff. Like there's again, we're seeing some decks that, like, did we really expect to come out of the woodwork? Like Tyrant making appearance. I know Tyrant has been like a deck that has the strength to do well. It's just not been performing, but here it is, a whole Tyrant list. And then Tyrant, DexDorugoramon gets a double showing, and double showing for 7 Great Demon Lords, was, I think, is kind of proving to be like just an upgraded Royal Knights, even though we do see Royal Knights do top in this particular tournament. It just seems like a faster, more consistent, more like it's what Royal Knights wishes it could be at this point. The deck can do a lot. I mean, it is off the back of a lot of Leviathan stuff, which is just kind of feels bad that the whole deck kind of revolves around one of the 7 Great Demon Lords. Like, yeah, like there's uses for the other ones, sure, but like at the end of the day, it's Levi or bust. Like, let's be real, like 90% of the time. But then yeah, Ancient's still here. We'll talk about that. Mastemon, fan favorite. Everybody loves Mastemon. Well, not everybody. I'm not a big fan, but I'm okay with its existence. Mirage making its return. Fenriloogamon. Tamagotchi mode is here. And Magnamon X still around. So let's get into the list. Let's not dilly-dally. I probably talked too much as it is, but we'll talk for our 15th place, Samuel's Tyrant list. Let's see if we can catch anything. Tyrant just got access to this new promo, this MirageGaogamon promo, giving them evade, which is so good with the all turns effects. The evade, if you were to get deleted or dive in by battle, you can evade, and then you're unaffected by Digimon effects, which is kind of huge. Or just in general, DP minus, you can say if a Digimon's the one that gave you the DP minus, you can get deleted by DP, evade, and normally you would get deleted anyway, even if you proc the evade, because the DP reduction is still on you. But because of the all turns, I believe, yeah, it's a persistent effect, so it should work out that once you evade, that if the DP minus came from a Digimon, now you're immune to that DP minus, and you survive whatever play they were going for. Just makes your board just that little bit stickier. I'm personally surprised it's only at 2. I guess Meta Life Kabutarimon's really important, especially with the inheritable. This one's just like that traditional, like, if I delete a Digimon by battle, trash the top security that we see bugs do a lot. But yeah, no, and then we're still running Shivamon, Paladin mode Ace, just because having a level 7 Ace is kind of nice for like the gacha mechanic of it. However, it is kind of the weakest Ace in terms of like its Ace functionality. Yeah, like Imperial can use it really well because of the name, but every other deck trying to fit it in, there's a lot of awkwardness to it. We're seeing Super Shocker is probably one of the biggest things. Suspend 1 level 6 or lower Digimon. One of your Digimon with the Insect Droid gets, that's actually real. This Super Shocker actually goes really well with the baby, because at the end of the turn, if your Digimon has an insect, you may attack an opponent's Digimon. So you can easily do your normal plays, and then if you're at 0 or even 1, you can choke them to 1 and still get your attack off and suspend the guy. So suspend something, attack the guy. Kind of sick nasty with it, honestly. What else? After that, you know, we got our Floodgate. Lotmon is just being able to just main effect give your stuff a lines, especially since your top end is playing double you know, like double level 6s, like this Grand Kuwagamon, when this Digimon becomes suspended. So as long as like, if the common play is to like have Tyrant out, Grand Kuwagamon's the thing it's summoned, and then you can Lopmon somehow. Lopmon, Grand Kuwagamon gets suspended. Now this Tyrant Kabutarimon's going in for 3 checks at stupid big. The only unfortunate part is like this deck doesn't have any great ways to get piercing other than Hercules Kabutarimon, where the Hercules Kabutarimon is still a good card. It's like it's out of 1-up for a reason. It's just for like that niche like stuff, like, you know what I mean? It's not the main game plan, but when we get it, it's great. After that, just want 3 Izzy. I'm surprised we're not maxing it out. Izzy feels like the biggest. Maybe one of the problems holding Kabutarimon back is the fact that they're trying to crutch on Izzy and Meta Life Kabutarimon's like defensive capabilities when they really can just be more aggressive with things like Super Shocker. So maybe that's why maybe this is why Miguel or Samuel did better. But yeah, look, Tyrant's a cool deck. And for our we have 2 Imperials. This is 16th place, Gregory, we're gonna go with Gregory. Gregor, I think it's Gregory. The I is tripping. This is gonna be part of it. This is just Risu stuff. Me trying to say names. His last name's Martle, Myrtle, like turtle. Ugh, man, I want to say it's Gregory, but the I in my brain isn't working. Anyway, Imperial, is there anything that stands out? Actually, playing the old Paladin mode obviously stands out. Hidden potential with the starter deck. Dragon mode goes hard. Again, most people are pretty surprised that this deck didn't get hit. I've been saying the proper thing to hit is potentially these memory level 4s and the return to the primogenitor, whatever. Palindromon is a very pushed card, but I don't see them actually ever hitting it. So the way to hit is these memory gainers, but Gregory here playing only 2 of the Stingmon makes me kind of rethink that maybe putting both of these to 1 wouldn't nerf the deck, but I still think it would. I don't know. It's tough to it's hard to say. Not playing the one of Wormmon, the purple one from this set, feels strange to me, but I mean they obviously did well and I can't judge them. And then we're playing the one Magna X antibody. Just to go along with the Lydramon and the fact that a primogenitor can go into it is just a nice niche play. This is definitely a niche. This is definitely a trick in this deck, whereas we saw previously a different deck was like the main game plan to start off to lead with Magna X. This is not so much the case here. But yeah, we can go into 14th place Juan. Actually playing the purple Wormmon, playing the red Vmon. People have been liking this red Vmon. The plus 2k, it becomes more relevant. Plus if you play something, get a memory is always good. Only on 2 of the memory Stingmon, kind of not helping my agenda of trying to put the memory level 4s to 1. But I feel like the fact that we're still on 4 XV, like if we're putting both of these to 1, I feel like it slows down the deck a lot. In the right way. I don't feel like hitting the tamer is the right way, but I could be, I don't know, maybe I'm not, that's not a popular opinion, maybe. Hidden potential, starter deck Imperial, just more shenanigans with the memory gainers when you can pull that off. We're very aggressive with our level 5s. We're playing 7 level 5s, but all the Imperialdramons on suspend swing again. Only 1 Lydramon, no Magnamon X side strategy here. Just Imperialdramon with 4-2 on the tamers, 2 progenitor, 1 ice wall, just because we can. No hammer spark. And then we'll go into 13. Oh no, this is the Mastemon. Who's this? This is 12th place Nasir Karma. Nasir. I think Nasir's right. Points for me. Anyway, Mastemon, fan favorite decks, gotten a starter deck. It's gotten wave after wave of support, completely redesigned when DNAs came out, so we're playing level 6 DNAs. But where do we take this deck? We're playing 2 of the Dominimon. So in talking with friends that love this deck, some of them have felt that like Dominimon is just such a good card, mostly because you're able to, off the back of Dominimon, you can have an Angelumon stay on the board. Dominimon can protect it. Dominimon, like unironically, Dominimon with the Gaogamon inheritable is one hell of a card to get rid of. It is nigh impossible unless you do DP minus, but DP minus is always breaking the rules in term, or breaking through most defensive options anyway, or I shouldn't say options, but you get my point. The only thing interesting about playing Domini is not playing Domini, but not playing the MagnaAngemon that lets you give everything blocker is kind of strange. However, yeah, we have this Angelomon, so you can still have, is it all other? No, while you have a purple Digimon in play. So you have to have a purple Digimon in play. However, if you do somehow manage to get the Minimon, this Angelomon, and Gaudamon all together, the barrier plus blocker plus everything can't be deleted or I trash my security goes really hard, really quick. DNA Ace for level 6 is something that catches people off guard a lot, especially with all the on-play shenanigans you can pull off. The deck has a lot of plays. Dominimon just kind of helps protect your board, so that's why you play Dominimon. We're playing the burst mode because we are playing enough yellow tamer. God knows we're playing enough yellow tamers. We're playing 8 yellow tamers. TK Takashi is still a good memory setter. I mean, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. The TK, I would love to know how many times TK burned you. How many bricks are we playing for TK? We're playing 6 bricks. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. All our Salamon, or we're only playing 5 rookies. Ouch, that's spoopy. One of the things that always like kind of felt like slows Mastemon down nowadays is the fact that this Gaudamon is only an on play. Yes, the alternate ability to reduce the Digivolution into a 5-for-1 is insane. Absolutely, really good. I'm not going to take that away from anybody. But the fact that it's only on play and you have to Digivolve for 3 and give that up in the back, it's just always been like one of those like back-breaking parts about Mastemon, and I really think this like lower end, like the level 5s and up for Mastemon has always felt like, oh, this is the deck, this is what I'm doing, this is my game plan, I'm playing the game, I'm playing Digimon once I'm here. But then it's like this part with the rookies and the level 4s have just, for me, maybe it's just a me thing, has never felt great. Maybe I'm just making stuff up, but that's my take on Mastemon. It's a cool deck. It was very oppressive back in the starter deck days. It felt really strong, and I do feel there is a world where like I feel like since people have moved away from like using BT1 MagnaAngemon, using Chaos mode or Lucamon Chaos mode, like the deck lost a lot of its teeth and it's trying to get that back while still staying in brand, and that could also be something that's hurting Mastemon like deck building in general. But it is what it is. One of Ordini's cute. If you need space for something else, I feel like Ordini would probably be your first cut, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Now we get to talk about our one Royal Knights player, Coldo Fernandez. I can say the last name. The first name is up in the air. Royal Knights. We were just talking about 7 great Demon Lords and how great they can be, and how Royal Knights is getting support apparently in BT 19. I think it's 19. It's with the cross art stuff. But let's see if anything stands out. We were playing for Omecamon standard, not playing any of the Sistermon is interesting. So let's see if there's any. Where did we make room? Not playing the new Examon, playing the EX3 Examon. Playing Hero's dad, Hero being the main protagonist of Ghost Game, the red protagonist of Ghost Game. Yeah, interesting. With especially, I feel like this is probably a call out to us potentially being in a more tamer heavy format. Imperial likes to play a good amount of tamers. Do they get up to 3? I feel like most games they don't. But looking at what did well, you're looking at Fenrir plays a good amount of tamers, DexDorugoramon plays a good amount of tamers, Magnamon X not quite, Mirage a good amount of tamers, but I feel like 3 is the most they get to on a good day. 2 is probably where they hover, so this start of turn effect probably is not the greatest. However, the alternates effect, when an opponent plays a Digimon by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. If that Digimon is a level 4 or higher, draw. You gain the memory if it's a level 4 or higher, and draw 1 if it's level 3. This is really good into Imperial because they love to play Digimon, and they love to play level 4 specifically. Plus, you know, Tyrant. And then X, technically Magnamon X is playing some Vmons, those are level 3, so you get a draw at least. Fenriloogamon is getting that 1 extra memory, could be the thing that pushes the turn over finally back to you. So there's a lot of Digimon being played, 7 great Demon Lords. I mean, Hero's dad's looking pretty good. not bad. I mean, that's, to me, that's probably the biggest. Oh, I guess we can talk about the Omnimon. We can talk about the aces. The aces actually are relevant in the deck. Most of the time, you can't Digivolve in Royal Knights, but it's a your turn effect. All your Digimon can't Digivolve, so we can most definitely ace, giving us access to 3 of our very powerful aces. Gallimon Crimson mode being a really good one. Being able to delete up to 15k worth of Digimon goes kind of hard on a lot of boards, especially since you can spread that out. Why'd I say that? Omnimon Ace is just a ace, delete one of their Digimon. You're never really getting the DNA effect. Mostly, yeah, you can't actually ever get the DNA effect in this deck because they're very restrictive on the DNA requirements for this guy. Imperialdramon, I don't think you ever have fire mode in here, but you do have the white. You do have access to a single, not a single. You have access to 6 Omnimons, and plus the Paladinmon itself. So you could get this +3 memory out of nowhere, which kind of can go hard and could be the thing that gets you that one more turn to finally do your Omnimon play. Not bad, not bad. It's just getting rid of this ace shenanigans might be an unfortunate part of the deck. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what ends up happening with these aces. I think they stay on the board because this only sucks up Royal Knights. Yeah, and then our aces aren't Royal Knights. Oh, Omnimon is a Royal Knight, but not Crimson mode and Paladin mode. So did I even say this person's name's called though? Yeah, I did. What else are we don't, what Royal Knight are we missing? Only 3 Leopard kind of is insane to me. Not insane, like I don't mean it that way. I'm just like, it's been such a staple at 4 because it's been part of the combo for so long. Dynasmon at 3 also, that's like the deck searcher. Magnamon, it's good. Everything else seems to track. 3 Jess is a lot of your defensive removal. Only 1 Crania, kind of wild. Do we have all 13? Should I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which one are we missing? Oh man. Someone's in the comments and be like, how could you forget that one? Or did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Who am I missing? Dynit? Oh my god, it's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. Oh no. Oh no. We're just gonna move on. It doesn't bug me that much. It doesn't bug me that much. Gonna talk about Mirage. Ethan, 9th place. I hate to do this to Mirage players. The deck really has been the same for a really long time now. Since I don't want to say since BT13 because we obviously have gotten like Gaomon, we have gotten, or the Gaogamon, we've gotten the addition of all these like jamming rookies that people like to play. Notably not here in Ethan's list, the trainings, the blue memory boost, but it's just the same idea, just shuffled around most of the time. It's interesting that they did choose to play the Gaogamon that plays the tamer, and we actually cut a tamer to try to fit in room for like memory boosts and things like this. But yeah, the deck has been pretty solid. Like the deck is good. It's a good deck. People who like the deck have a deck to play, and I love that for them. I love that for you. But the deck has stayed the same. I don't think that's a hot take. I think playing the Lanamon, I still think Gaogamon is better, but like I get like the putting the rookie under, it makes sense. The return of Gomamon, I love how the Gomamon's back now that Leviamon is kind of slowly on its way out, but with 7 great Demon Lords on people's backs, like maybe Gomamon isn't that great anymore. Zudamon still goes so hard in this deck, it's unfair. After that, we're playing the one MirageGaogamon that plays our tamer from BT13. This one gets to fight the BT4 one all the time for relevance. It's kind of funny to me. 2 full moon meteor packs. Like this deck is hitting all the numbers, all the right ratios at the right point of time. I just can't complain. I can't talk too much and I can't complain. Gonna get to talk about Fenriloogamon. I think this is 7th place Williams. Fenriloogamon, I believe we only had 1. This is the Tamagotchi mode build. Going off of that, we're only playing 2 of the red Lugamons, kind of just generally the weaker one, but playing 4 of our BT16 Lugamons. I have a hard time liking this card. anymore at all. But it clearly worked for William here. Playing the DexDoruga level 4 package, just tends to be the better level 4, especially since it's just a raw draw. The raw draws allow you to get to Kazuchi mode, lets you play attack, collision, make things more awkward for your opponent. Then you protect it with the Dex version. When digivolving, now you can delete a level 4, then you can draw another card, trash one card in your hand, then draw one. So now you're drawing another card, trying to get into your Kazuchimon pieces, which gets really hard sometimes, and I feel that. Soluga, Fenriloogamon. I mean, the rest of it is just a Tamagotchi mode combo plus whatever we want to support it. This 5 tamers feels right. Most people are leaning more towards the memory setter. I tend to agree with this. Notably not playing any trainings, just playing Miss Memory Boost. Makes sense. Training would miss on Kazuchi mode. Memory Boost could potentially mill it, but like you want that anyway. Analog Youth, you gotta, like, we're in a world where you're gonna kind of just have to play for Analog Youth. And then the Skull Beluchimon, there's some reasons to play this card. I get it, but I don't get it. I'm sure someone in the comments is gonna be like, it does this, and this, and I'm like, yes, I understand it does this, and this, but like, couldn't this just be like another hell? I guess you don't really have a need for another level 4 or 5, I should say. Maybe, like, personally, just like, you know, napkin mathing a deck list in my head. Like, one of these Skull Beluchis could be a Tyranno, and then the other one could be a Helluga, and then like you just kind of have SOC, or you can play the really edgy card, the 9 castles of the 17 demon wolves or whatever. That's a card that's been pretty coming up in favor. But yeah, no, congrats William to your 7th place list. I made this one big. Oh, this is 13th place, Cedric's AncientGarurumon. Off the back of the ban list, we are seeing a rise of blue base, and I love blue base. That's where my heart is. That's where I play the deck. Notable includes is we're still playing Ukamons. We still have access to 5 of them. We were going to play 5 of them. We're just on blue base now. Blue base does allow us access to this promo Lobomon, and off the back of promo Lobomon, we can play this Beowulfmon, which at first I really didn't like it. Like, some of the stat lines on this guy aren't too great. However, if you have a Koji, if in this case it's blue memory boost, I kind of like playing trainings, but I love the fact that Beowulfmon, if you have one of these promo Lobomons in trash, you can go into this Beowulfmon, put the Lobo under, put a Kendo under, put it under Koji for 3. When Digivolving effect, bounce a card, which lets you go bring down the cost to 2 memory. And then if you have the memory boost, if you're at 2 memory, you can just go into Ancient for 2 and it's going to stay on the board. Or if you have the training, you go into Ancient for free, because again, they're inheritable off of the promo Lobomon. Memory boost does the same thing. Bokomon also kind of does the same thing, because you did Digivolve on a Tamer. So there's just a lot of shenanigans there that I really like, and I can't be upset. Just remember the refund memory. 1 of Hammer Spark, 1 of Ice Wall, 3 Heaven's Judgment goes kind of hard. Like, we are full on removal happy in this deck, and plus just stealing turns through security effects. But no, congrats. We have 3 of them go through. This was 13th place Cedric. Moving on to 10th place Tamas. Again, we're playing the blue base, which again, I love blue base, but we are including the BT7 Kendo Garurumon because it can digivolve off of the Kendo Garurumon's when attacking effect, and it's just nice to fill out our level 4 scenarios, especially with the name. Sometimes you're just missing a name for Ancient to hard play it and digicross it properly. Again, and then we're playing a little more utility at level 7s. We're actually playing Ruin mode and that Death Axmon, which is kind of crazy, including the Digimon Emperor and 1 Zoe, because you can play Zoe off of all your shenanigan effects. No, we're playing 1 of the new Beowulfmon, adding Jet Sylphie and the old Beowulfmon. The old Beowulfmon is still really good, bouncing level 4s indiscriminately. Kind of sick, especially with how like the deck kind of operates, where like AncientGarurumon does not bounce indiscriminately, it always bounces the lowest, so kind of being able to craft the board real quick and then ancienting something kind of goes good. After only playing 3 of the memory setter Koji, that's where we found room to fit some of this stuff. Interesting. And now we go to our best performing AncientGarurumon player. This one is Billy Waters, 6th place. We're back on red base, but red base with just, you know, with the hits in mind, we still just we went for it. We filled in what we could from what we lost. So 5 Uko, 1 Louis, 2 Digimon Emperor, that wasn't on the hints, but whatever. 1 Hammer Spark, and then just our smorgasbord. We're playing 1 Ruin mode. Playing the Madashita is interesting to me. I feel like I like Madashita. But I really like Madashita when you're playing Lament of Friendship. Otherwise, I feel like you could just be on Analog Youth. There is a lot of source stripping, so just getting the indiscriminate, just like if my god, or it's only one your turn though. But it is indiscriminate, especially if you're trying to be on this Ruin mode shenanigans. Maybe you guys get what I'm saying. Like maybe Analog Youth, if you're not playing Lament, maybe Analog Youth is better. Just weird takes from Risu, you know what I mean? But yeah, other than that, just, you know, congrats Billy, 6th place. Can't complain. Now we get to talk about Magna X. I think we have 2 of these. This one is Marcos's Magna X, playing the Paladin mode A's, playing the GX funness. Only 1 Awakening Golden Knight because we like to follow the rules around here. Playing 4 Davis, 1 TK, 2 Digimon Emperor, final Zukubagan Punch. Beyond that, we're playing 2 Blinding Ray. Blinding Ray is fun. You kind of have to play Blinding Ray just so you can proc your Magnamon X. Playing the 3 Flamedramon. I did make a comment in the last video that people weren't running Flamedramon in Magna X, and this guy is, and it's kind of interesting to see the logic between 2 players. You know, in this way, I know I don't get to talk to everybody, but I love when you guys do tell me shit in the comments, and I shouldn't curse, but whatever. I read all those comments. Those are my favorite comments, by the way. Always do that if you feel like you want to. And the other thing is, if you made a video of your deck list, feel free. Like, I'm not a stickler. Just I will pin your comment if you're like, I made a video, check it out. Like, I would much rather people get the first-hand knowledge of a deck list than my knowledge. I'm an archiver. I'm like that owl from Avatar, man. I just collect books. I don't know everything, but I sure do have the knowledge somewhere. I lost it. Avatar got me confused. Anyway, Magnamon, Marcos, 8th place. Congrats. Not as much to say. No, actually, no. No BT13 Magnamon completely got replaced by the Flamedramon is an interesting point. Now we get to talk about Bruno. 5th place, Bruno's list. Playing the X antibody from BT9 is the thing that stands out to me the most. Especially since now... Wait, was Marcos also playing? No. Also on the GX, but the X antibody actually allows us to play Omnimon, allows us to play Jesmon GX when attacking, and we can do a lot. This X antibody actually goes kind of sick because we can go into any of our Magnamons, X antibody into our level 6. We are playing AncientGarurumon and we're playing the BT9 Magnamon X antibody, which is kind of insane. There's so much room for activities in this deck. Holy moly. We're playing 1 Lapis's Demon. We're playing 1 Trident Arm for the same effect, just like a Digivolve. We're playing 2 Ties. We're playing 1 Cody. Cody is a nightmare. It's a good call for this person to be playing that Cody. But another interesting thing I just noticed is that we're playing some fancy Digibubbles. We're playing Puyoyomon. When attacking once per turn by trashing 1 blue card in your hand, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Interesting. Why would we favor that? We favor that because of 7 Great Demon Lords. Getting rid of the Lucemon under Lucemon's nice. What else? Right, I'm right about that. Getting rid of that Lucemon inheritable, or like not inheritable, but you get what I'm saying. What else? What other source is just nice to get rid of in that way? The mirror? No, let me see what did well. DexDorugoramon. Okay, so any of the Mind Links, you're getting rid of their Mind Links if they still have it. Because it's the bottom card, so Imperialdramon, like you're getting rid of like Sting ones most of the time. Tyrant Kabuteri, you're getting rid of their Digibubbles, which kind of is something nice. Maybe if the Tyrant plays weird, Mastemon, maybe, no. Ancient? I guess getting rid of one of the Ancient level 4s, but that's not how they're... Getting rid of the Tamer, maybe? If they Digivolved off Tamer and still... No. I want the deets on that. But also playing the Magnamon from BT16. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon, if this Digimon has 2 colors, gain 2 memory. Notably, we are playing all the VMons that can Digivolve on green, so it's just fun. It's just cool. Neat. Playing AncientGarurumon, and after that, I don't know what else to say. Cody's a cool card. Grats, Bruno on 5th place. Now we get to talk about our two DexDorugoramons. Both of them are purple base off of the back of seeing black base do well in the last video you guys saw me in. It's just interesting. I don't discredit either version. Both versions have their merit. I feel like the fundamental thing that drive people to purple base is just we have access to more AGs, which means we have a cleaner access to getting our if you have a tamer in the or SOC tamer in the swords, do blank 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 blank. So that is probably why a lot of people lean towards purple base. Also, calling from darkness allows us to trigger our own dex effects, which goes kind of hard. It kind of goes wild. And protoform, that's not much. Like, also, yeah, you can recycle the tamers with the Loogamon. There's just the tamer situation is a lot smoother when you play purple base. It gets you access to Tyrannomon without like. And not playing the one of DexDorugoramon, I like to see that. And then gives us easy access to purple memory boost. No training. Oh no, we are playing trainings. Yeah, just it's interesting. This is Daniel Lopez's DexDorugoramon list, 4th place. We are playing the new Baomon because we're trashing a lot of stuff, which allows us to do stuff. It's hard to say. It's because we're getting a lot of these effects when digivolving and not when attacking. So I don't know. Why am I confused? I'm stalling in my head because I'm like, both are good. Both purple and black version both have their merits. Purple version is just doing well, and that's, I think my brain is just not, for some reason, not passing that step, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, 3rd place, Miguel Barbosa's. Also DexDorugora, also purple base. Ukomons, Loogamons, Tyrannomons, same, pretty much a lot of the same, but we are playing the Demon Wolf of the Castle of 9 Wolves. Who are the other 8 wolves in that case? You know what I mean? But a lot of the same. We are playing the one of. I find the one of. I feel like the one of is just kind of bait. Like, I don't think we should be playing the one of in this list. It's not SOC. It's not purple. We can't really do much with it. We can mind link because it's X antibody, but like, do we care? Is it really like, is that why we're here? The other thing about purple versus black is most people, I think, agree that purple is the more aggressive. You just go for security more often, and then black base is more control. Let's get some damage in with piercing. Let's do this. Let's do that. Anyway, let's talk about 7 great demon lords. Grats Miguel, by the way. 2nd place, Maximi Musard. 2nd place, 7 great demon lords. Our top 2 ended up being demon lords, and like, kind of off of the back of like, I'm not seeing, so we are playing, so this Mastemon does some cool stuff. This Mastemon off the back of the both these Loosamons allow you to actually trash a lot of security, and we're even playing the chaos mode. Honestly, once we get the more complete Loosamon deck, I expect to see this, like, you know, pairing of cards a lot. Basically, with these Loosamon and the Mastemon, you can trash like 2 or 3 security cards from your opponent. Yeah, you're trashing your own, but like, if you're gonna win the game anyway. Then trash 1 from the top of both players' security, and then play a level 4 or less. You play the Loosamon, has an on play, you get to go into chaos mode. It goes hard. It goes needlessly hard. It does Digivolve for 4, which is a pain, but it's really good. It's really, really, really good. But after that, I'm not seeing too much spice, you know what I mean? No sleep. No, here's sleep mode. No, Barbamon has just kind of been excommunicated from the deck, and we're no longer a 7 Demon Lord with that guy. Sorry. Playing Rise, playing Ascent of the 7 Great Demon Lords. 7 Lightning, Rivals Barrage. It's just a lot of the same stuff. 2 Agudamon. Is that normal? I feel like that's normal. 3 Digimon Emperor just because we have the room, and after that it's 7 Great Demon Lords. I feel like I don't have a lot to say about the deck other than it's more on the, it's less about the list, because there tends to be like one list that's good with like, we'll be generous and say there's like 10 cards you can shuffle around. Beyond that, it's the same list, the same game plan. It's a very like pilot. I hesitate to say this. It's a very pilot-centric deck. It's either you play it correctly for your current matchup or your current game, or you don't and you lose. And that as people get better, we'll probably see more 7 Great Demon Lords top, I would imagine. And our champion, Tony Chopper. I'm sorry. 7 Great Demon Lords once again. We're not seeing the Mastemon, but we are seeing the BT7 Chaos Mode just getting teched in. Not too many differences. Again, you're seeing the same cards, just like this, that like 5 to 10 cards maybe shuffled around. Yeah, no, I mean, I really wish I had more to say about the deck. I mean, I play, like, I have friends that play the deck and love the deck, and like I have knowledge on how the deck plays, but in terms of deck building, I feel like it's fair to say that there's not a lot to say about 7 Great Demon Lords. And either way, Gratz first place Tony, Gratz second place Maximum. I just don't have a lot to say about deck building in this deck, and it feels weird. It really does feel weird to admit that. Yeah, you know what? That's the video. Obviously the pie chart looks a lot more healthier than the previous one. We can argue that 109 players isn't enough to really get Imperial to swing over. We're still gonna need more data. We're still gonna need to go into it more. Yeah, no, you guys, like, share, subscribe. I've been here for way too long. I ramble for way too long, but like, share, subscribe, share stuff. If you have a video, let me know. Comment. If you hate what I do, please comment. If you like what I do, please comment. If you want to brag about your success, please comment. Just comment, man. I'm not even saying that for the algorithm gods. It's the social interaction that makes this fun for me, so let me do it.